So I'm under no obligation to say this, but that was a really comfy mat last night. I'm a side sleeper, sleep on my left, and it was just really comfortable. Hi folks, it's Graham here. The kind folks at the Aksoul, which is how I think you pronounce it, the Aksoul marketing department, have sent me this sleeping pad to have a look at. There's quite a few reviews of this on YouTube, and don't just watch mine. There's get other people's opinions. It's always nice to see somebody else's Aksoul. It comes in a nice, robust, pretty good quality bag, all for freedom, with a nice picture of a tent on here. And what I like about the bag is that it's got a strap on the base, padded strap, which makes it very easy to pull the whole thing out. Also in the bag are an instruction booklet and thank you. It's a warranty card. 1 year free replacement, that's not bad. With a little QR code to activate it. When you've got the whole thing unrolled, you'll notice it's got this embossed snowflake pattern on, which is pretty cool, and it suggests it's good for winter use, but I couldn't find any R value quoted with the documentation in the mat. But looking online, it looks like the R value is something between 2 and 3. It would make it suitable for 3-season use. There's a couple of features I really like about this mat. If you look at each side of it, you'll see it's got these press studs, which means if you camp with somebody else in a 2-man tent, you can clip both mats together and they're not going to separate or roll apart or end up on the side of the tent. I haven't seen that before. I think it's a great idea. The second feature I really like on the sleeping mat is that it's got its built-in integral sponge pump, so you haven't got to carry a separate pump, you haven't got to carry a schnozzle, and you can't lose the pump. It does add a bit to the weight, but you've got to balance up whether that's worth it for you or not. There's a couple of different methods of blowing it up. Firstly, make sure the outlet valve on the end is closed. Open the valve over the sponge. And you can't just use your foot to pump it up, but if you're wearing heavy hiking boots, I'd be a bit worried about damaging the valve. So to me, a better way is to use your hands. I'd lean over it like you're doing CPR and up and down a few times. Let's just see how many depressions it takes to pump up. So that was about 30, which I think is really good. Some other mats with an integral pump take about 100, so that's great. Not too arduous at the end of a long hike. So that's actually quite a decent sized sleeping pad, and I did have a worry that it wouldn't fit easily inside a tent. So what I've done is I've pitched my smallest tent, which is the Nordisk Telemark 1, and we can have a look at the size of the pad in there. Little magnetic toggle there. Good tent this. Despite this being quite a small tent, the sleeping pad fits in really nicely. So if you've got a smaller tent, I wouldn't have any qualms about the sleeping pad fitting inside. So I can't review a camping pad without actually sleeping on it. So I haven't got a camping trip planned for a few days. So what I'm going to do is sleep on it tonight in my front garden. It's not as weird as it sounds because the lovely wife, she's out for the night, and I'm going to sleep here. I'm going back out, honest, I'm just watching the telly for a bit. Morning guys. So I'm under no obligation to say this, but that was a really comfy mat last night. I'm a side sleeper, sleep on my left, and it was just really comfortable. So genuinely thought this is a really good mat. What I like about it is that the price is great, it's really comfortable, it comes with its own pump. It will be ideal for wild camping, for car camping, for campsite camping. Maybe not ideal for weight weenies or ultralighters, but really a great mat.